So you had a question, again a stem with an image. What you could see is the image of a CT scan. Whenever we have such question, I have already told you what do I do is first I look at the choices: consolidation, interstitial thickening, ground opacity, and crazy pigmenting. So that means the examiner is trying to ask me some changes that are being seen on this CT. Now let us see. A 54-year-old male patient with no history of travel but the history of contact with a person who recently traveled from abroad presented with complaints of sore throat, cough and fever. COVID was suspected and a nasopharyngeal swab was sent for RT-PCR. The report were available after 48 hours and it was negative. Still considering the possibility of COVID, he was subjected to a CT thorax which showed the lesion given below. Identify the finding present. So we know that this is one of an important indication of the CT chest in a patient with COVID when the RT-PCR is negative and there is a strong suspicion of COVID. So what do we see in this CT are these areas of increased attenuation here and here, and the vessels are seen traversing through it. Please remember, areas of increased attenuation on CT scan could be consolidation, could be ground glassing. If the vessels are seen through it, it is ground glassing. If the vessels are not seen through it, it is consolidation. Since I can see the vessel, this is ground glass opacity, is commonly called as GGO. It is to be noted that it's an important sign of COVID pneumonia. However, these are usually bilateral, peripheral and basal. Bilateral, peripheral and basal. As you could see, these are lower lobes, these are peripheral, basal. Think of COVID pneumonia in these cases. According to the history provided, this 7-month-old girl did not wake up for her nightly feeding and began vomiting in the morning. The mother reported that the infant fell from a chair the previous day. The CT scan done revealed the following appearance. What is the diagnosis? So what you are seeing is a CT scan of the brain. You are seeing biconvex hyperdense collection. And we all know that's a biconvex hyperdense collection. You have only one answer in a trauma, and that is acute epidural hematoma. Acute epidural hematoma. Please remember, it does not cross suture. Another important point, most common vessel involved is middle meningeal artery. Most common vessel involved is middle meningeal artery. SDH will have crescent shape. It will have crescent shape. The vessel is bridging cortical veins. Bridging cortical veins. Whenever you have such a big question, always read the choices first. Pyelonephrosis, emphysematous pyelonephritis, xanthogranulomatous pyelonephritis, renal abscess. Likely diagnosis is. Let's see the choice. Question. 40-year-old diabetic patient. So this what is important. Diabetic patient. First line of the question is always very important. Present with right flank pain and fever since 4 to 5 days. She has pyuria and minimal hematuria. Urine analysis revealed pus cell and RBCs. X-ray KUB reveals streaky radiolucencies in the left renal region. CT scan of the abdomen reveals streaks of low attenuation foci in the renal parenchyma and pelvic radial system with perirenal fat stranding and rim of fluid collection. Diabetic patient, renal infection with X-ray showing streaky radiolucencies, low attenuation foci pointing towards air, and you are dealing with a case of emphysematous pyelonephritis. Emphysematous pyelonephritis, air in the diabetic patient in the kidney, always think of emphysematous pyelonephritis. Staghorn calculus with fat containing kidney, think of xanthogranulomatous pyelonephritis. Okay, so these are some take home messages. With these, please make sure that you are doing it correct.